Okay. Good morning, guys. Everyone able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, good morning, guys, and thanks for joining with such a short notice. I think day before yesterday only I had announced that we will be starting the batch today. And many thanks to those who are waiting from more than 2 weeks for our for this batch, guys. Uh, as some of you know, like I got viral fever and I was hospitalized and discharged last week only. So many thanks for waiting for our batch, guys. Some people are waiting from more than a month actually for this batch. So, and I have Sham here today with me, our LoadRunner trainer. Good morning, Sham.
Hey, good morning, Pavan. Good morning, all. How are you guys?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Shyam.
Good morning, Shyam.
All right, all right. So this is our training PPT, guys, like that I'm showing now. And before we start today's session, so this is our YouTube channel. So those who did not subscribe to our YouTube channel, so please subscribe and turn on all notifications. Okay. So Sham will be playing major role today because I'm still recovering and I'm still not feeling well. And I just want to give some inputs before I hand over the floor to Sham. This is our Insta page, guys, where we are sharing a lot of openings, referral openings, as well as openings from multiple sources, collected from multiple sources. So we are updating daily. We are keeping a lot of efforts to update or to keep this, vibrant and live. So please follow our Insta page, guys. So you can search for MGM IT Training. Go to insta.com and instagram.com and search for MGM IT Training. Or else, let me share this link in the Zoom chat to you, to every one of you. Yeah, I had shared in the Zoom chat. And we have a WhatsApp group for every batch, guys. So hold on, let me show that WhatsApp group. So make sure that you are added to the WhatsApp group. Okay. So this is the WhatsApp group for September 2024 batch. All right. And we have, we are planning to start one morning batch for, we are starting, not planning, we are starting one morning batch for LoadRunner. So this is LoadRunner Dynatrace September 2024 batch. This is the WhatsApp group for the same. And we also have one WhatsApp group for JMeter evening batch. And this is that batch, September 2024 JMeter evening batch. All right. So please make sure that you are added to the WhatsApp group so that you will get updates on the you'll get updates and about the batch and all these demo sessions and all those guys. All right. So now let me and please save our WhatsApp number. So otherwise you will not get updates or you will not get this Zoom meeting invites and all from us. Please save our WhatsApp number.
Sir, so the sessions for JMeter and LoadRunner and Dynatrace will be in the morning and JMeter will be in the evening. Is that how it will be?
Yeah, exactly. So you can see here, this is a batch tracker sheet that I created.
Okay.
So this is September 2024 LoadRunner Dynatrace batch.
Okay.
The timings that we are, proposing our timings that we have, time slot that we have is 9 to 10 a.m. IST for
Okay.
this morning batch.
Okay.
Yesterday we conducted a poll and in the WhatsApp group, and most of the people opted for this 9 to 10 a.m. batch.
Okay.
Right. So,
Yeah.
we had two slots available actually in the morning. 7 to 8 p.m. is one batch. Sorry, 7 to 8 a.m. is one batch, and 9 to 10 a.m. is another batch. So, like you can clearly see here that 15 people opted for 9 to 10 a.m. IST batch than 7 to 8 a.m. So that's the reason, these are still tentative, so we can alter by plus or minus 15 minutes based on the requirement and based on the majority people convenience.
Okay, that is fine. I think this is okay, clear, sir. But like evening, JMeter, that will not be conducted in the morning. And like, is there a time for that? What time is the JMeter session?
Yeah, JMeter batch timings would be tentatively 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. So you have in the WhatsApp group description, like what are the tentative timings and all, as you see here. So these are the tentative timings for evening JMeter batch, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. And this morning batch, as we discussed, so mostly it will be 9 to 10, right?
I think I have
So,
more,
sir,
her
this
question is more around if there will be a morning batch for
చెప్పి కరెంట్
JMeter.
షాక్ వస్తుంది
Sorry, Shyam.
చెప్పేటప్పుడు వచ్చింది
I think her,
Then
her question is more around. Bhavya, can you please mute yourself if you are not speaking?
Yeah.
I think her question is more around if there will be a morning batch for JMeter shortly.
Understood. Yeah, yeah. So morning batch, no. As of now, like we are having one already we are having one July batch on in the morning time. So those timings are like 10:30 to 12. 10:30 to 11:30 are the standard timings. So it is running from 10:30 to 12. So we are already having one morning batch currently. So we need enough, at least 20 people to start a new batch. So let me see like like how many people opt for morning JMeter, like, and then we will start a batch accordingly if required. If required and if we get enough strength. Is it clear?
Yeah, Pawan, this is Prashant. I'm there in weekend batch for Splunk and Dynatrace. So that is separate. This is separate, right?
Yes, yes. That Splunk and Dynatrace batch is completely separate. That is only weekend batch.
Okay, and this is the same training for weekdays.
This is the new batch that we are starting today. Like Sham will be taking this batch for LoadRunner and Dynatrace. So Sham would be the trainer for this one.
Okay.
So this 9 to 10 a.m. batch will be led by Sham.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So any other queries or can I start the session, guys?
actually in JMeter evening group chat, I got a link for to join this morning session. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
for today
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. There is a reason why I asked you to join that. So the first 10-15 sessions will be on performance testing fundamentals. So whoever can make it or for whoever it is possible, so please join this morning batch for the theory part, the performance testing fundamentals part.
okay, thank you.
Because like I can start this batch, I can start my JMeter evening batch only next week. So I cannot start today also. So anyways, like there will be some theory part which we need to discuss before we start JMeter, the actual tool LoadRunner or JMeter. So please join whoever is possible, whoever can make it. So please join for this morning batch for the theory part, for the test, for the first 10 to 15 hours of theory. That's the reason I shared this meeting ID in the evening batch also. All right. So basically, let me show you. So let me give a clear picture. So the first 10 to 15 hours will be on only on theory part, and these are the concepts that we will cover in any batch. So know your computer. That is what is operating system, what is IP address, public IP, private IP, and SDLC testing lifecycle, functional. What is the difference between functional and non-functional testing, and performance testing at a high level. So all this theory part will be discussed in the first 10 to 15 days. And somewhere after 10 to 15 hours, we'll start the actual tool. Clear, guys? So evening batch guys also, like those who want to join evening JMeter batch also, if you can join this morning batch for theory part, so I can start JMeter, next week or after 1 week, mostly after 1 week in the evening batch. That's the reason I shared this meeting invite to the evening batch WhatsApp group. Any other queries?
Will
Pavan,
you be sending us the syllabus, like, what will be covered like this on the basis of classes so that, like, like you're sharing here in the Excel sheet so that in case we miss something or we can know what is coming in the next class, things like that. That is one thing. So, like, and you will be teaching Dynatrace, LoadRunner, JMeter, Grafana, Splunk. Is it like what is the portion? I think because a lot of us are coming for different syllabus, that's why.
Yeah, I'll share the course contents document to you separately. I mean, in the WhatsApp group, I can share it in the WhatsApp group. I can share the course contents in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Pavan, may I know course duration and as well as fees also?
course duration will be like 80 hours in terms of number of hours. In terms of number of months, it will be 2 to 3 months. For freshers, it will be 2 months max. For
Okay.
experienced guys, it will be 3 months.
Okay, fine. May I know the fee structure also?
Fee structure, I will share it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, sure.
I had already shared to many people here. So still I will share it in the WhatsApp group so that everyone will can have a look at it.
Yeah, sure, Pavan. Thank you.
Yeah, because we have like separate fee structure for JMeter, LoadRunner, and for freshers we have a different fee structure. So
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
share it, the detailed fee breakup or fee structure in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, sure, Pavan. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah. So shall we start, guys? Shall we start the session? So this would be the agenda for today's session. So we'll give a trainer introduction about Shyam and myself, and what are the unique features of our training plan and course duration, and who all are our ideal participants, and what are the career prospects and the packages that you can expect for PT, and what are the digital platforms we are leveraging for training, and course contents. I'll give a brief overview of course contents for freshers as well as experienced guys, and scripting scenarios to cover in the training. So this would be like the agenda for today's demo session. All right. So I'm an MCA graduate, guys. So this is Pavan from MGM IT Training. So I'm an MCA graduate and having 17 years of experience and still learning. Yes, I repeat it, and still learning. So initially I started my career with AppLabs Technologies. AppLabs, if you heard AppLabs, it was established by Reddy sir, and it evolved into world's first largest independent software testing company. There I got chance to work on multiple tools like LoadRunner, WebLoad, SilPerformer in retail, healthcare, banking, and finance domains. And thereafter, I worked for Tech Mahindra. After AppLabs, after leaving AppLabs, I worked for Tech Mahindra, another service-based company. And these are the different protocols that I had worked on in Tech Mahindra with LoadRunner tool. And later on, I worked for Bank of America, a product-based company. I hope everyone knows what is the difference between a service-based and a product-based company. So after working, so almost after 10 years, I joined Bank of America, which is a product-based company. Where I got chance to work on this JMeter, Jenkins, Splunk, Introscope, Dynatrace, WebLogic Console, OEM, AppWatch, and all these tools. And I'm a certified associate in JMeter, Splunk, and Dynatrace. I did my certification in Splunk and Dynatrace while I was working for Bank of America. And later on, while I was working for InnoMinds, I did my certification in JMeter. Right. So after leaving Bank of America, I worked for InnoMinds. InnoMinds is another service-based company. And then from InnoMinds, I worked for SAP Labs as a vendor or a contractor as a principal performance engineer. So after SAP Labs or after InnoMinds, I joined StraightSheet. I had joined StraightSheet, which is a product-based company again, which is into financial services. And after leaving StraightSheet, I had worked for Qualizil India as a performance test architect, right? And my last company was Axway India Private Limited, as you can see here. So totally, I'm having around I have worked for both service-based and product-based companies, and I'm having around 17 plus years of experience, guys. I don't want to miss this because so actually this mix of experience like in both service and product-based companies, right? So this helped me a lot to design this training program, and all our trainers, not only myself, all our trainers. So I'll are having 15 plus years of IT experience, guys. Right now, let me introduce Shyam, our LoadRunner and Dynatrace trainer. Shyam, can you please take over?
Yeah, sure, Pavan. So hello guys, my name is Shyam. I'm presently working for one of the product-based companies. So initially I started my career with AppLabs, along with Pavan. So that is where our first association started, and I worked with all the tools and all the different domains. And after that, AppLabs, I went for Tech Mahindra, and right now I'm working for product-based companies. And I have this is not my first rodeo. I actually worked with another institute for quite some time in this LoadRunner training. So I've got more than 5 years of experience in LoadRunner training, and both online and classroom. But this particular batch, we are actually trying to take this as online. And one key feature, I've actually worked for around 9 years at onsite. I worked both in US and Canada. 9 years at onsite, I worked pretty closely with the clients, pretty closely with how the US folks actually work. So that is one of the benefit that I actually got in my career. I got to work very, very closely with the different parts of the organization structure, and got to view the performance testing through the client size on how it would actually be beneficial for them, how we are actually creating roadblocks, and how to actually stop giving that particular roadblocks. So this is a little bit about me.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, Sham is having like very rich experience, 9 years of on-site experience at the client location in Canada. And recently he returned from Canada to India, fortunately, and he joined us on my request. And he's running this LoadRunner and Dynatrace training for us. Okay, Sham, so you can continue. So, I'm not in full form now. So because I'm still recovering, and I don't feel confident to carry on to proceed. So you can take it ahead, Sham.
Sure, Pawan. I can actually take it forward. So do you want to continue sharing, or shall I actually take it?
Yeah. Please, shall I stop my screen share? You want to share your screen?
I can share the screen.
Sure. Yeah, please go ahead. Sham, you got the 2024 as well, latest version of this PPT as well.
Oh, and
Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, you can actually see my mobile number over here. I'm available to take WhatsApp calls, and I'm also available in the group. I will be one of the admin. I don't think I'm still the admin, but I'll be one of the admin. So you can easily recognize. So this is my WhatsApp number, and you would actually be able to make me WhatsApp messages and WhatsApp calls. But we would prefer to actually keep all the discussion in the group, so that we can actually collaborate. This training is designed around collaboration, guys. So even though I would actually be doing a little bit of training start with, going forward, when we are actually practicing, we would actually discuss a lot in the group, and we would actually try to ensure that everybody is actually having the same kind of knowledge. And that would be only possible when we are actually trying to collaborate with each other. So we would ask you to actually put all your questions in the group, and that way we would actually be able to collaborate among ourselves. All right. So a little bit of introduction I've actually already given about myself. So let's actually go forward. And these are the features of the training, guys. Okay. So over here you have Pavan's number. Most of you should have already had the Pavan's number. So only in this slide I have you have my number. If you want to take a please take a screenshot, or you would actually be able to find me in the group as well. So don't worry too much about it. All right. So these are some of the features of the training. So we would actually start our training on the LoadRunner. So Pavan would actually be dealing with the JMeter, and I would actually be dealing with the LoadRunner. So these are two of the very, very famous performance testing tools that are available out in the market. Now, when I actually, LoadRunner is one of the commercial tools, and JMeter is one of the open source tools. Any big companies, any companies which actually have very good budgets and all, they would actually try to prefer the LoadRunner, because obviously when you actually put money, you would actually be able to get the benefits out of it. Okay, but all the startups, all those different companies which are actually starting up right now, they would actually prefer to go with JMeter because that is an open source tool. That's an excellent tool, but it's an open source tool. However, it does not have support like LoadRunner has. So, for example, if you actually get stuck with some of the issues with the LoadRunner, you always have the support. When you pay for the license, you always have the support from LoadRunner. There would be some person who would actually try to support you in your project. Now, that does not mean that somebody would actually do the scripting and everything for you, but they would actually provide you the high level support. If the tool is not supporting anything, they would actually try to help you out over there. So that is the benefit of the LoadRunner. So we would actually, I would actually take up the training of the LoadRunner. Now, while we are doing this particular LoadRunner training, a little bit about performance testing. What is performance testing? So why do we do the performance testing? We would actually try to understand on a very high level, guys. I'm not actually going deeply into that because that is what our introductory sessions would be going forward. But probably one or two guys might actually be coming here without having absolutely no knowledge of performance testing. So I'm actually trying to give you a little bit high level of what performance testing is. So performance testing, it is actually trying to test the performance of any application. What do you mean by performance of the application? When I actually try to access some application, within how much time I'm actually able to access the particular application. That is the first and foremost thing that you are actually trying to do in the performance testing. Okay. In order to do that, we'll use some of the tools like LoadRunner, JMeter, Self-Performer, WebLoad, and such kind of tools. Now, when we are actually using this particular tool, this LoadRunner, along with LoadRunner, you would actually get a default tool, application, which is called as WebTours. Now, this particular WebTours is a default application, and we would actually, till now, we actually started training on the WebTours, okay, because that is the easiest application, and that application, would have a way, a path in which you would actually be able to learn every concept of the LoadRunner or JMeter in a very, very proper format. However, this WebTours is like, everybody out in the market is actually, dealing with the same WebTours application, and we are not finding any interest in that. So what we are trying to do is we are actually trying to shift to one of the enterprise Java application, and we are not going with WebTours in our training at least. But then I would strongly encourage you to actually install WebTours on your machine, and also to actually practice on the WebTours as one of the other applications that we have. Okay, so there are several applications that we would actually give you guys. So we've actually collected, not we. I would give all the credit to Pavan. Pavan has actually collected a lot of applications in the one more guy joined. So Pavan has collected a lot of applications in the out in the market that you would actually be able to make use of in the as part of the training. Okay, now you would not be able to disturb the real-time applications when you are actually trying to get trained. Like, you can't do the performance testing on Google application or Yahoo application or ICICI Bank or Bank of America or any of the real-time applications. You cannot do the performance testing on, at least not to start with. Okay, so what we would do is we have actually collected some sample applications which are not having real security measures, so that we would actually be able to train on those. And then once we get properly trained on those, then we can actually convert to the real-time applications, and we can actually work on the real-time applications. However, WebTours is one of the sample applications that you can actually work on. We used to show that in our demo sessions, in our actual sessions. We used to show WebTours application previously, but now we are going to shift towards one of the enterprise Java applications. Okay, now how the course is structured, that is the basic spiel about how the what we are actually going to train. We are going to train on the LoadRunner. We are not going to use web tools, but we are going to use some enterprise Java application. Okay. Now, how the course would be structured? Daily, guys, every day when we start, we would actually, have an assessment, like, what happened in the previous sessions. We would actually, have an assessment like aptitude test daily, 5 or 10 minutes. We would actually spend on that particular time. Okay. And we would actually ask you questions. We would ensure that, you have all the knowledge of whatever actually happened previously. All right. So that is very, very important, guys. All right. And guys, even before we actually go through this, I would like to say that it is very, very important for you to dedicate some time after the course is done. What do I mean by that? Every day, we would actually spend around 1 hour to 1.5 hours in order to actually, going through this particular training. I would talk mostly, and I would encourage you to talk. But then, most of the time I would be talking. Now, after this 1.5 hours, you have to actually concentrate at least for 1 to 2 hours daily. You have to dedicate that particular time daily in order to properly go through this, go through whatever the concepts that we have covered that day. Trust me, guys, if you postpone it to tomorrow, it would not happen. You would not be able to understand this particular course properly. Okay. And trust me, guys, if you do not practice for 2 days, if you just postpone for 2 days, that's it. You would start losing the losing whatever that you are actually learning. Okay. Because that particular 2 days would actually create so much gap. I would actually be going in my own speed, right? And you would be behind me like for 2 days, and the gap would increase like a lot, and you would not be able to catch up. It would be very, very difficult for you to catch up. So this training is mostly 5 days a week. We would actually train you only for 5 days a week. Saturday and Sunday mostly would be holidays, but on Saturday we would usually go with scripting validations. Whatever the scripts that you have covered, whatever the scripts that you have done, we would actually validate those particular scripts, and we would actually try to ensure that you have the feedback on all those particular scripts. Now, as I said, daily we would actually have 10 minutes of 5 to 10 minutes of assessment of whatever the previous topics are there. In that assessment, we might not really point out fingers like hey, Pavan, you did not learn this, you did not learn this. I might not point fingers. However, when I actually ask questions, and if you do not know the answers to that questions, please understand you are not up to the mark. You are not you have not practiced until that particular day properly. Okay, so please ensure that that particular daily aptitude assessment, if you are able to answer all the questions, I might only be asking 1 or 2 guys, but then if you do not know the answer to that particular question, that means you're not practicing well. So please ensure that you actually practice. You actually spend a little bit more time, more than 2 hours in order to practice, and ensure that you are actually up to the mark. All right. So that is very, very important, guys. If you are not able to dedicate 2 hours a day, whether it is JMeter, whether it is LoadRunner, whatever it is, don't care. If you are not able to dedicate 2 hours a day, completing this course properly with the complete knowledge that I'm trying to give you will not be possible. Okay, so I'm telling you this right on the first day, on the first demo session, in the first few minutes, guys. Okay, so if you think you cannot spend 2 hours a day after the course is done, if you think you cannot spend 2 hours a day, it would be very difficult for you to actually complete this course as per the requirements. Okay, guys, most of you would feel that okay, I'm anyways having this particular recorded sessions, right? So after even after 6 months, I would actually go through that particular recording sessions, and I would actually try to catch up. That is not possible, guys. Trust me, that is not possible. Recording sessions is only for immediate reference. After the class, when I actually complete the class, you think that you have not listen to one particular concept properly, then you can go back to the recording session and you can actually cover it immediately. But then if you think that, okay, I'll not listen to this class properly today, I would actually try to take care of my personal things. And, after a couple of days, I would actually try to catch up. That would not be possible, guys. Please remember that. Okay. We would provide you with the recording sessions, but those recording sessions are only for reference. Please understand that. All right. So daily, 50 to 60 minutes will be for, theory and scripting questions, scripting sessions. I would actually be imparting the knowledge for most of this particular time. And after that, 5 to 10 minutes we would actually spend in question and answer sessions and doubt clarifications. Okay. So this is how our daily, routine would be there, guys. All right. Now, I would just like to show you how this particular previous batch has gone. This is the June 2024 batch. You would actually be able to see how this particular batch has, gone. So you can actually see that the first few classes are mostly on the introduction, only introductory sessions. All right. And after that, we have slowly, gone to this particular LoadRunner. And, we have actually gone through the LoadRunner concepts. Now, guys, in between, you would actually be able to see that there are doubts clearing sessions. Okay. So, sometimes when there are too many doubts, which cannot be covered within, 5 to 10 minutes. And if I feel that people are lagging behind, they are having some questions, then I would actually convert one particular session into doubts clearing session. And we would actually, cover all the questions in that particular session. Right. And also, guys, you would actually be able to see that, on some of the Saturdays, you would actually be able to have the scripting validation. Okay. So you would actually be able to see that there are scripting validations on the Saturdays. Right. And that would happen for quite a few days, guys. Right. That would happen for quite a few days. Okay. So you would, whatever the scripts that you actually develop, we would actually try to take those particular scripts and we would actually try to validate them, try to give you the feedback on how that particular scripts are done. Okay. Is that clear, guys?
Yes. Shyam, sorry to interrupt. So I see someone joined with display name as Udaya. Who is this? But I don't remember anyone, or I don't know anyone with that name. Can you please unmute Udaya? Someone joined with display name as Udaya. Yeah. Yeah. Can you please put forward your query one more time, please? Sorry.
Yeah. So
Sir,
LoadRunner
excuse
is a
me, can you zoom it, sir? Can you zoom the screen, sir?
Maybe the slide font slide is not clearly visible, Shyam, for him. Is it better now?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. You can go ahead with your question. Someone asking about LoadRunner license, right?
Yeah, so LoadRunner is a licensed tool, and like we just wanted to know how we would be able to practice with LoadRunner if we don't have it in our system. So what support will be provided for that?
So we'll be providing trial version for that. So LoadRunner provides a 1-year trial version. Our community edition. We call it as community. They call it as community edition. Okay. So we'll be providing that trial version for everyone.
Does it have all the features like the original tool itself?
No, it will not have all the features. Obviously, it is a trial version, so it will have some limited capabilities, but that would be enough for the training purpose.
Okay. And like now that AI is coming everywhere, right? Is there any any light thrown on how AI will be impacting performance testing, or what areas it is impacting or helping? Will that be covered?
Yeah, good question. Yes. Thanks for asking that. So AI will improve the productivity or increase the productivity, but it will not, hamper or it will not reduce your employment opportunities, IT opportunities in any way. It will improve the productivity. That's it. Okay, so
Yeah,
you can see I'll share some articles where the same point was discussed in and out or elaborately discussed. So I'll share some links in the WhatsApp group.
yeah, but like what I meant to ask is how will AI increase the productivity? So it will be great because you have so many years of experience. It will be great if you can show how any firm used AI and how it helped to increase performance testing productivity, because we all are kind of very new to the tools and performance testing itself. But maybe in your experience, if you had faced or used any AI for performance testing, sharing that would be very helpful.
Sure, definitely. We'll have a separate discussion on that. So, but AI will not replace you or replace us. That is for sure. How it improves the productivity, we can discuss that. We can discuss it later. Sham, would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, I really like the question. However, that's a discussion for at least a complete session, right? Like I don't want to cut it short, like 5 to 10 minutes. We would have a complete discussion. Probably everybody can pitch in at that time, and we'll have a complete separate discussion on that. This is a demo session. Want to ensure that whatever that we are trying to put it in the course, we would want to complete that over here, and then we would have a separate session on that particular how AI would improve our productivity and how that would help us. Does that sound good, Deepthi?
Yes, Shyam. Thank you.
Okay, and we also see that Udaya again entered the meeting.
Yeah,
Udaya, would you
one
be able to
second.
speak
Let
now?
me. Did I? Sorry, Sham.
Udaya.
I think she got disconnected now. Yeah,
Oh,
she
she got
pinged me on
disconnected.
WhatsApp. I will ask her to rejoin.
She actually did. I let her in. Not sure if she again got disconnected. All
Yeah,
right.
please, you can please.
Hi, Pavan, this is Bhavya.
Yeah, hi, Pavan.
Could you please share the fee structure to me also? I'm
Sure,
unaware.
sure. I will share it in the WhatsApp group. Yeah.
I think I was not in that group.
Pavan, I
Okay.
am also not in that WhatsApp group. Mahesh here.
Mahesh, right?
Yes, Uma Mahesh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please add me to that.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Even though this side Hardik, I'm also not in that group.
I'll share the fee structure or I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. I'll do that. So let Sham, please proceed and let us conclude the session. So it's already 9:50.
Sure. So guys, this is one more very important thing. You have got to interact. Okay. Even though this is an online session, you got to interact. You have to ensure that whenever I ask you a question, you have to respond. If you do not respond, I would actually place you in the waiting room, or I would actually remove you from the session, because we could not have silent spectators in the meeting. We don't know who exactly is joining, and we want you to actually speak out. And guys, all of you should actually keep your cameras on. All right, while the session is going on, you have to keep your cameras on. So please ensure that you you be properly dressed, and please be before the camera. Okay, when you are actually joining the session, please complete all your food, coffee, tea, everything, and properly concentrate on the session when you are actually in the session. Okay. So that is very, very important, guys. From tomorrow on, I would encourage every one of you to actually put your cameras on. No exceptions for anyone. All right. So that is one thing. And so guys, what we would actually try to do is, when we are actually going through this session, we would, as I said, this performance testing, this tool, LoadRunner, JMeter, any tool, which we use in order to do the performance testing. The first thing that we would actually do is, in order to do the scripting. All right. So we would actually try to script the application in order to replicate the real-time user actions. This scripting is one of the most dreaded thing for most of the guys. Right. So most of the you would actually try to see how this particular scripting can be done easily. And this is our salient feature in our training. We would actually try to get this particular scripting as simplified as possible. This is we would actually make it very, very easy for you to understand this. Okay, so this is one of the very, very important thing that we would actually try to do it in this particular training. All right. So when you are actually trying to learn it yourself, or going through some of the other trainers, you would actually see that they might actually make the scripting a little bit tough. But over here, we would actually try to take you in a fashion wherein the scripting would be made very, very simple. All right. And we would actually cover in our course, we would actually cover whatever the scripts that have been given in the interviews in different companies. Nowadays, guys, COVID time is over. Nowadays, everybody is actually calling in for in-person interviews. And in the in-person interviews, they are actually asking you to do the scripting. So when you are actually being asked to do the scripting, you would actually have to they would give you a mission, and you would have to do the scripting on the fly at that particular moment. Now, most of the people might the other institutes, they are not providing this particular proper training on the scripting. So most of the people are actually failing over there. Now, one of the salient feature that we actually have, we are actually doing making you do the scripts. There are several applications that we have collected, and we have also collected the applications which are being given as some of the interview scripts, and those scripts we are actually making you do that, so that when you go into the interview, it would be very, very easy for you. And that is one of the most important things that you would actually have when we are doing the script validation, guys. Okay, so you would actually have to go through that particular script validations. You would have to do the script, submit the scripts, and get your scripts validated in order to ensure that you actually understand what are your problem areas where you have to improve. Okay, and that is very, very important, guys. If you just go through the course, if you just listen to the course, it would not be anyway beneficial to you. You have to do the practice, and only then you would actually be able to do the proper understanding. Okay, so we would actually try to ensure that you actually do this particular certifications. We would train you in a way that you would actually be able to go through that particular certifications. So LoadRunner certification, costs you quite some amount. So that is optional, but we would train you in a way that the LoadRunner certification is you are ready for doing the LoadRunner certification. But BlazeMeter certification is actually free. So anybody who is getting trained on JMeter, we would ensure that you actually go through this particular BlazeMeter certification. All right, BlazeMeter and JMeter Pro certification. Right. So what are the protocols that are covered? We cover both web services and web services. Web is HTTP, HTML, and we also cover the web services protocol in both JMeter and as well as LoadRunner. Whatever the course that you are joining for. All right. We would actually try to give you the hands-on training on scripting with real-time examples. At least 15 plus scripts will be given. And one more very, very important thing is, we are actually trying to do some scripting tests, like, once in 2 or 3 months, we would actually try to do a scripting test. So all the people who are actually going through the training, all the previous batch students, maybe people from outside as well can come and can actually participate in this particular scripting test. So you would actually be given this particular scripting test, and we would actually announce the prizes as well. So that also is on the cards. Right. So we would actually do this particular hands-on training for the scripting with real-time examples. 15 plus scripts given in the scripting tests of various companies and tools. Okay, 5 sample applications and 2 real-time applications for scripting and test executions. Sprint-based model for the applied for the training. We would actually try to implement whatever. However, the real-time projects work, we would actually try to implement that in the training. Okay, and Monday to Friday will be the training duration, guys. And Saturday, as I said, is mostly optional. And when we take the classes on Saturday, it is mostly on script validations. Okay, so unless we are actually, we miss some class due to some health issues or some of the issues, if we miss some class, only then we would actually take a proper regular session on the Saturday. Otherwise, it would either be a holiday or it would be script validation. Okay, and we would actually have this particular mobile performance testing included from the current batch, guys. So that is mostly for the JMeter, but we would also see if we can actually implement this in LoadRunner. We are exploring that particular option. Okay, so we would leverage digital platforms for training, guys. What do I mean by that? So you would actually be able to see that. Give me 1 second. You would actually be able to see that we actually have Google Classroom. We actually have this particular Google Classroom. So once you guys complete the enrollment in this particular course, we would actually, put you into this particular Google Classroom. So all your, assignments and everything would actually go into this particular Google Classroom. Okay, so there are several assignments that you would actually have, and all this particular thing will be there in the Google Classroom. We will add all of you in this particular Google Classroom. This is the previous batch, guys. So we will add all of you in the Google Classroom. And for whatever the tests that we have actually conducted, you would actually be able to see that you would get the grades as well over here. Okay, so you would actually be able to get the grades as well in this particular Google Classroom. All right. So this is how we would actually take this particular digital classroom, guys. We would actually not only this particular Google Classrooms, we would also make use of this particular online, slide sharing. We would actually share this particular batch tracker along with you. Not this batch tracker, but your batch tracker along with you. So in this particular batch tracker, you would actually be able to see that whatever the concepts that have been covered on that particular day would actually be listed over here. Okay, and who exactly came to that particular class, and everything would be tracked over here. How much time, how many participants are there? Everything would actually be tracked over here. That way, you would actually be able to see that, everything is transparent. I cannot really claim that, I covered a topic when I have not covered. And you would also not be able to claim that you have not covered it, I have not covered a topic, because everything is transparent. You would actually be able to see this every day updated on the fly. Okay, so you would actually be able to see that. And if something is not covered properly, we can always discuss that. Okay, so we would use the complete digital platforms in order to go through this particular session. All right. Let me take a pause, guys. Any questions?
Sir, I have a question for you.
Yes, Shiva.
Sir, what is meant by Java application, sir? Enterprise the Java application. Can you re-explain the Java application, sir? Training on enterprise Java application.
So any application, if you, what do you mean by an application? Let's forget about Java applications. What do you mean by an application? When we are actually covering performance testing, an application means, any online application that you would actually cover. Like, let's say I'm actually trying to cover ICICIbank.com. Okay, if I want to test this particular ICICIbank.com, this is the application that I'm going to test. There are several flows that I would actually, try to go into this particular, go through this particular in the ICICIbank.com, which I would cover. Now, in order to develop this particular website, the website itself, we actually call it as application, or we can also have this particular, Zoom meetings. This also is kind of an application. Okay. Now, in order to develop this particular application, we would use several technologies like Java, .NET, Python, Perl. Several technologies are there. Now, Java is one of the very, very famous technology which is used for in order to develop most of the applications. And we would use one of the enterprise Java application, which we would use it in our training. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions, guys?
So we'll be covering scripting on Java applications. Shivamanikanta, is it Shivamanikanta? Is it clear?
Yes, sir, I'm clear.
See, there will be different applications that we can practice scripting, that we can make you practice scripting, but we are covering Java applications because most of the applications that we do performance testing will be Java applications. That's the reason we are providing training on Java applications, enterprise Java applications.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that it will be close to your real-time projects.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sham, Java and JavaScript is the same or it will be different?
No, they are completely different. Okay, JavaScript is a scripting language, and Java is an enterprise development language. Right?
Okay.
We'll discuss a little bit about that as well. Okay. All right, yes. Now we also have this particular weekly and monthly assessments in order to ensure that in order to understand where we are exactly. Okay, and there is also placement distance. Of course, this is optional. We would also be able to provide the placement distance, which means that you would actually be able to train on some real-time projects in the classroom, and we would actually help you in preparing your resume, referral openings. We would actually give you some referral openings, and we would actually give some mock interviews. So first mock interview, we would actually try to do it ourselves, like myself or Pavan would actually take that particular mock interview, and from the second mock interview onwards, we would actually bring in guys from other companies, okay, who have not seen the training, right? So they don't know how the training went on, right? So they would actually try to interview, like they are actually trying to pick you up in their own team. So that way we would actually be trying to observe that particular interview, and we'll try to see what exactly is your problem areas, and we would try to brush you up on those particular problem areas so that you would actually be able to get a better understanding of how you have to face the real-time interviews. Now, when you actually go through this particular placement instance, you would be really ready for the real-time interview experience. Okay. So, of course, this is an optional, a separate kind of course, guys. So this is not included in this, but I would strongly encourage you to actually go through this thing as well. Now, there is another very salient feature in our particular training, which is earn while you learn. Pavan, do you want to actually cover this? I think you would cover this better.
Yeah, sure. So to provide some, so this is for classroom participants, first of all, earn while you learn, we have one earn while you learn program for online also. I'll explain that. So basically, whenever we get some job support, so we frequently get some job support requests. So we are giving those job support requests to our students so that they can get hands-on experience on the real-time projects, as well as they can make some money, right? But we can give it for those who learn the subject well and who can who are very good in scripting executions and all those concepts. So that earn while you learn is for everyone, for both online and offline participants. Apart from that, for only classroom participants, we have something else, like which we can disclose, once you are in the classroom. Okay. So we have different earn while you learn programs for both online and classroom participants. Right. So everyone, like both online and offline participants will be eligible for this job support work that we frequently frequently we get, right? And we are giving it to our students only. So we are not directly getting involved into them. So that is about this earn while you learn program, right? And regarding placement assistance, again, if someone want training on real-time projects, so that can be provided in classroom training, or we cannot provide it online, right? So for for online participants, so we are providing one real-time application, only one real-time application from scripting perspective. One real-time application with LoadRunner and one real-time application with JMeter will be covered for online participants. So apart from that, like for those who are coming to classroom, they will have all these, resume preparation, and we are providing referral openings to everyone. Not only classroom participants, we are providing referral openings to everyone. Right. So this placement assistance is optional, and we are providing for, like those who opted for placement assistance will go through 3 to 4 real-time projects. Okay. Whereas online participants will go through one real-time application. They will be covered. We will cover one real-time application with LoadRunner and one with JMeter for online participants, guys. Any other queries, guys?
Hi Pavan,
Hi,
Mahesh here.
Pavan. So like,
Yeah, Mahesh.
Is there any coding required for JMeter?
No, not really. So there will be only 5 to 10% of coding, that too, like not in all projects or not in all applications. So, and again, like if at all there is required, there is some coding requirement, it will be basic coding like if loops, for loops, etc., which will be covered in the training. So there is no prerequisite for coding prerequisite for learning this performance testing.
Okay, like it's
Thanks.
not mandatory, right?
It's not mandatory. It's not a mandatory prerequisite.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Pavan.
So it will be like we'll be mostly using if loops, for loops, those kind of basic level of programming only, which will be covered in the training. In
Okay.
LoadRunner, we'll have basic C language programming that also will be covered in the training.
Okay. Pavan, is there any fast track batch for JMeter?
We don't have a fast track batch, so only so if someone asks fast track, the only option that we have is you can learn both LoadRunner and JMeter in parallel with us, because we have separate batches for LoadRunner and JMeter. So if someone want to complete it faster, so they can join LoadRunner and JMeter in parallel. So that is the only fast track that we have.
Okay, basically I want JMeter only. I don't want to learn LoadRunner. That's why.
Okay. So if you want load JMeter only, so you can join current morning batch. Mahesh, is it Mahesh?
Yes, 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 Pavan. Tell me.
Okay. So see, you can there is one batch running from 10:30 to 11:30. So in which performance testing fundamentals are completed, and JMeter scripting was recently started. So if you want to complete it faster, you can join that batch. But the timings are 10:30 to 11:30.
Okay, okay, but I don't have any fundamentals in performance testing. I want to learn from scratch. That's why I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah, those performance testing fundamentals you can join, this particular batch, so that you would cover those particular performance testing fundamentals over here, and parallelly you would actually be able to go through that particular JMeter over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So 9 to 10 you can join for performance testing fundamentals, and 10:30 to 11:30 you can join for JMeter. Any other queries, guys?
And one more very, very important thing that I frequently face, guys. Should I learn LoadRunner or should I learn JMeter, or should I learn both? That is one of the frequent queries that I actually face.
Yes.
Where would we get more number of jobs? So that is one frequent query that we would regularly face, myself and Pavan. Now, guys, what would happen is, as I said, LoadRunner is a commercial tool. You would have to pay for license. All right. So only companies which can afford the license would actually take LoadRunner. And the rest of the companies which do not want to spend the money, they would actually go with JMeter. However, guys, one important thing is, whatever the companies that would actually take the LoadRunner, those actually have a lot of work, and they don't want to waste time in R&D. So they would actually pay for this particular commercial tool, which means that they have more number of jobs. Like if you actually search for this particular LoadRunner jobs or JMeter jobs, you might actually see that there would be a little bit more of JMeter jobs, but a little bit less of LoadRunner jobs. However, if you more number of posts on LoadRunner jobs and less number of posts on LoadRunner jobs. Now, however, if you actually compare, you would actually be able to see that even though the post is less per LoadRunner jobs, you would actually be able to see that the number of requirements would be pretty high. Like, one post which would require, we want 10 people with 2 to 3 years of experience in LoadRunner. All right. Now, the number of posts in JMeter might actually be very, very high. However, there will be, like, 2 or 3 engineers that would be required in each of the posts. So end of the day, you would actually be able to see that, the number of jobs would may be equal to, nearly equivalent to both of them. Now, if you ask me, or if you ask Pavan, I think he also has the same view. We would suggest to actually learn both LoadRunner and JMeter. Okay, but that is up to you. We know that there will be some financial burden, but that is up to you. Okay, so that is one of the very, very frequent questions that we are actually facing, and a lot of you might have actually have that particular question as well in mind. Like, a lot of people are actually talking about JMeter. Some people, but this is LoadRunner batch. So should I learn JMeter? Okay, so just try to understand that. All right.
Syam, so let me share my screen for a moment to explain this.
Let me stop sharing. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So guys, here it is. So for freshers, able to see my screen? For freshers and up to 2 years of experience, any one tool would be enough. In that case, this is the best option, JMeter or BlazeMeter. BlazeMeter is a small tool. Okay, BlazeMeter is a small tool. So, for freshers and up to 2 years of experience, any one tool would be enough, and JMeter would be the preferred tool for them. But if you want to keep 2 to 3 years of experience, you need both the tools, LoadRunner and JMeter. And if someone want, or if someone want to try with 3 to 5 years of experience, so this is the requirement. For 3 to 5 years, 3 plus or 4 plus 5 plus, they require like LoadRunner, JMeter, and any one APM tool as well. Any one APM tool, either Dynatrace or AppD or New Relic, any one of this, right? So now you decide yourself, like, whether you want to join LoadRunner or JMeter or, both. Right? And these are the packages that you can expect, and these are the packages that our previous batch students got. Okay. So for 4 years experience, someone got like 16.5 lakhs package from our previous batch students. There was one guy who claimed 5 years of experience and got 20 lakhs package. Of course, these are some exceptional guys, but usually like for 3+ years of experience. So 10 lakhs is the average package that our students got from the previous batches. For 3+ years experience, 10 lakhs is the average package that our previous batch students got. Any other queries, guys?
Yeah, Pavan. This September LoadRunner batch has also got the classroom training as well.
September LoadRunner batch classroom training. Yes, we do have.
Okay, I mean to say, if we want to have come and attend offline classes few days, we can come and do that as well.
Yeah. Please, I request you. Thanks for asking that. So I request everyone to drop your preference, guys, online or offline. Can you please post your preference in the Zoom chat, whether you are looking for online or offline? We'll definitely provide that classroom option, Gopi. Okay.
Okay.
Are you looking for, offline or online daily, or, once in a while you want to come for classroom?
Yeah, once in a while. I mean, maybe a couple of days in a week, I want to come and attend. Is that the same class that we'll be having online and classroom, both of them?
Yes, the class will be same for both offline and online.
Okay.
Pavan, I have one question. So you said the classroom guys will get few more applications to practice, right? Can you make it available for the online participants also? Because some of us can genuinely not come and attend the classroom sessions.
No, we cannot provide real-time projects of online for online people. Okay. We cannot provide, end-to-end projects for online. So we don't want to make any false promises. So for online participants, you'll get one real-time application, that too from scripting perspective. So you'll get chance to we'll cover one real-time application from scripting perspective. We can cover only for scripting perspective. So we cannot show you that server-side monitoring and all also for online participants.
Sorry to interrupt, Pavan. This is Bhavya here.
Yeah, tell.
That real-time practice will start after the completion of JMeter coaching, or in between? Sorry, JMeter or LoadRunner.
Yes, after completion of any of these tools, you can attend that.
So can we listen online those LoadRunner coaching, and can we attend offline in real time? Is there any way?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Pavan, I have one question. So here, the APM tool Dynatrace is also a paid version, right? So in this course, how far the Dynatrace will be covered?
So Dynatrace is also providing 15 days trial version. So we are making use of the trial version, and we are covering Dynatrace as part of along with the LoadRunner.
Okay, so we can install in our machine, and we can use it only 15 days.
Yes, yeah, of course. Once that 15 days trial version expires, you can register with another mail ID. Recently we did one session on Dynatrace, and that is available on my YouTube channel as a public video. You can go through that. So we made all the students install Dynatrace on their machine and practice at their own convenient time. Okay. Recently we did one session on Dynatrace and Dynatrace installation, the trial version installation and all. So I'll share that link in the WhatsApp group. Please go through that.
Sure, thanks.
Pavan, Mahesh here. If I join offline course, can I get YouTube access or not?
Yes, you'll get recorded sessions. Yeah, you'll get that.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, so if you don't have any other queries, we will conclude the session.
Yeah, one final question I have gotten. Can I ask?
Yeah, Gopi.
Regarding this resume preparation and job assistance, you mentioned it as an optional. So is that a chargeable or not?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please share that as well? Because that is also important for us.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Thanks.
I'll share the details.
Thanks.
For placement assistance, we have separate charges for that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right then. So please, before you leave the session, demo session, please save our WhatsApp number. Otherwise, you will not get updates on the next demo session. So this is my WhatsApp number. Please save this WhatsApp number. And also please follow our Insta page. So where we are sharing a lot of openings, as you can see here, right? So I'm sharing a lot of openings collected from various sources, guys. So employee referral openings and, through LinkedIn, some openings which are collected through LinkedIn and through our WhatsApp groups. All right. So we are sharing a lot of openings continuously on our Insta page. Follow our Insta page if you want to get this. Okay. So with this, we'll conclude the session, guys, for today. If you don't have any other queries.
Right. So you can actually go into this particular performance testing and automation testing live training, and you would actually be able to see that there are several videos that are placed in the in this particular thing. Okay. Now, whatever the demo session that happened now, this also would be placed in this particular YouTube channel as a free video. You would actually be able to watch that. Now, guys, you would actually be able to see that once this particular demo sessions are completed, the access would actually be given only to the people who are actually there in that particular batch. Okay, so the rest of the people would not actually have the access to that. Now, for example, if you are actually taking this particular where is March? Okay. So if you actually say take this, you would actually be able to see that there are all the videos are there in this particular same playlist. Okay. So you would actually be able to see all this, everything is there in the same playlist. And you can actually, go through this very, very easily. Now, there are 40 unavailable videos because I did not pay the fees, right? That's why, Pavan did not give me access. Okay. So there are all these particular videos would actually be available on the YouTube. This is one thing that I want to show you. You can go through some of the demo sessions. Try to actually go through some of the demo sessions so that you know what exactly you are actually trying to sign up for. You know how this particular course would go through. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Shyam. So only demo sessions will be uploaded as public videos. Thereafter, once we start the tool, so all the videos, recorded sessions will be uploaded as private videos and will be shared to those who enrolled for the training. Okay, guys. So thanks for joining with such a short notice, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow same time. Okay. If you don't have any, if
Sir,
you have any
excuse me,
other
sir.
queries, please feel free to call me. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I don't have. I'm not joined in WhatsApp group, sir. I don't have a group of WhatsApp.
Please ping me on
Can you
WhatsApp
join
once.
me in the WhatsApp group?
Please ping me on WhatsApp once. I don't have your WhatsApp number. Please ping me on WhatsApp once first.
Okay, sir.
This is my WhatsApp number. Okay. Hey, let me pause recording. It is getting lengthy. 1 second.
Okay, sir.
So
I
before pausing the
noted. I
recording, yeah.
noted your numbers now.
Okay. All right. So please, please ping me on. Please call me if you still have any other queries, guys. So let me pause recording.
Okay,
Before I
sir.
pause recording, so this is Pavan from MGM IT Training signing off, guys. So if you have still have any queries, please call me or please ping me on my WhatsApp number. Here is my WhatsApp number, guys.
Yes, sir. I noted your number, sir.
Okay. Okay. So through our community tab, we are sharing some referral openings and updates on new batches through our YouTube channel as well. Okay. So whenever we conduct some free training, so we are sharing all those details also through our YouTube channel. So if you don't want to miss this, subscribe and turn on all notifications. So for instance, last month we conducted one free session on LoadRunner Cloud for all our current and previous batch students. Okay.